I've made every single YouTube automation mistake that you're about to make, and it cost me tens of thousands of dollars and years of trial and error. But in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact roadmap that brought me from being a broke high schooler to having channels with millions of subscribers, and most importantly, building a real business out of YouTube. Because if you're starting YouTube automation without this knowledge, you're basically just gambling with your time and money. I'm going to start by telling you my biggest mistake, the one that I see the most YouTube automation creators making right now. So when I started YouTube automation, I was 14 years old, completely broke like most high school students are. At the time, I saved up like $300 in my bank account from selling Pop-Tarts in high school, and I was terrified of the traditional path of going to school, getting a 9-to-5 job, and maybe retiring when I'm 65. So when I discovered faceless YouTube channels, I thought that I found the answer, and I started making top 10 list-style entertainment channels. These were videos like the top 10 scariest places on Earth, most mysterious facts you won't believe, just stuff like that. And honestly, it worked amazing. And by the time I graduated high school, I was making $30,000 per month just from ad revenue alone. And at the time, I thought I cracked the code to life. But here's something I didn't know about these entertainment channels. They're incredibly unstable. When events like the adpocalypse happened, my revenue dropped overnight. There were months where I couldn't even pay my team on time because ad rates fluctuated so much. Views would go from 1 million views one month and then down to 100K views the next month. And it was just this constant hamster wheel of views going up and down, monetization rates changing. There's so many things when you do YouTube that way that are outside of your control. And that's when I learned that entertainment channels are not businesses in of themselves. They're lottery tickets. You can either hit the jackpot, which would be amazing, or you could lose all the money that you invested in those channels. Or maybe you'll break even, but who's here for that? Now you might be thinking, Matt, if entertainment channels got you to $30,000 per month, they got me play buttons like this for getting millions of subscribers on them and tens of millions of views per month between them, you might be saying, why are you calling them a mistake? Well, based on my personal experience running 12 different YouTube channels and communicating with people running thousands of different channels, here is what I discovered. There's really only two types of YouTube channels: entertainment and education channels. And the difference between them will determine how much money you can potentially make on YouTube. Entertainment channels, which is like what I started with, require millions of views consistently to make good money. You're competing on attention and you're not solving any problems. Your audience has no buying intent. They're literally just there to be entertained. But education channels are the real money makers on YouTube. They solve real problems for real people who are willing to pay for solutions. But as with anything in life, don't just take my word for it. Let's do the math together so you can see for yourself. With entertainment channels, you might make $3 to $10 per 1,000 views on that channel. And this is from ad revenue, where YouTube puts ads on your videos. And most people who run YouTube automation channels only rely on ad revenue alone. So $3 to $10 per 1,000 views would be the revenue per milli, or the RPM of that channel. And that means in order to make $10,000 per month, you need 1 to 3 million views per month. But education channels that sell products are a completely different ballgame. I personally make $100 to $1,000 per 1,000 views from my education channels. And this means that I only need 10,000 to 100,000 YouTube views per month to make 10K per month. And here's the secret on how I can make that much per 1,000 views, because most people are limited to the belief that you can only make upwards of, even if you're in one of the highest CPM niches, $30 per 1,000 views. But it's actually possible to make a lot higher. Now, anytime I'm talking about money or my own results or anything like that, I do have to give a disclaimer that this does take work to make happen, and this has taken me over a decade to do this, so this is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. And back when I personally discovered education versus entertainment channels, I made the decision, I'm going all in on entertainment channels, I'm about to make tons of money. But then I made another massive mistake that cost me another 6 months of progress, and I'll get into that in a bit. But first, let me tell you about step number 1 to building a real YouTube business. And that is to pick a problem-rich niche. Yup, it's that simple. Think of problems you have in your daily life. They probably fall into one of the following categories: money, health, relationships, travel, and technology. And here's a bunch of different sub-niches under all of those niches as well. And after running over 12 different channels and analyzing thousands of channels within my community, I've noticed that these 5 niches work consistently. And there's a really simple reason behind this. These niches are targeting people with expensive problems who are likely willing to pay a lot to solve them. Let me show you a real example. There's this channel, it's called How To AI, and it rakes in 821,000 views per month. The guy never shows his face, but he just sells a course from his channel, and he's an affiliate for all of the software he showcases. But here's the mistake that most people make. They choose a broad category. For example, most people would pick just health for their niche, and they'll upload videos like the top 10 healthiest vegan foods one day, and then the best calisthenics exercises the next day. These are two totally different niches. What smart YouTubers do is choose one of those niches, but they stay consistent within them. This way, you're speaking directly to an audience that's interested in that form of health content, and all of your videos will feed each other. When one goes viral, all of the other videos on your channel benefit. The point being, whatever niche you choose, don't just choose the overall niche, choose a sub-niche within it. And this brings me into the big mistake that I made. This is something that I wish I knew from day one, and it's something that I call the symbiotic system. So what is the symbiotic system? Honestly, it's just a super straightforward way of making my videos generate as much revenue as they possibly can. And how is that possible? Let me show you. See, most people treat each individual video as a isolated piece of content. They get some nice views and that's it. And that's cool. You know, at least you're getting some ad revenue. That's great. But that's all you're getting. Educational channels, on the other hand, have the potential to make you 10 times as much revenue. I'm literally doing this right now on all of the new channels that I start, and here's how the symbiotic system works. You create a collection of videos that all funnel viewers into a single money video using end screens, descriptions, and pinned comments. Your money video follows a very specific script that I can give you that sells something at the end, whether it's your own course, a high-ticket affiliate program, or even a consultation call. All that matters is that it has to be a valuable, problem-solving product. And if you don't want to make a product yourself, you can look at websites like skool.com, spelled S-K-O-O-L, and a lot of the communities on there, and they have communities for almost everything, you can become an affiliate for and promote them and get monthly recurring revenue from them. That's way better than just relying on ad revenue alone. With this system, not only do you turn one view into 2 views because they go to your long form money video, and this dramatically increases your session time, which helps you in the YouTube algorithm, so YouTube will push your videos out to more people, but you're also monetizing your channel to the next level as well with this strategy. I have students with not many subscribers making a ton of money from their channels, way more than full-time incomes, and of course, whenever I talk about results, I have to give a disclaimer. I can't guarantee you'll make a full-time income just from watching this video, but the students of mine that I personally see succeeding the absolute most and who are able to replace their jobs with income from YouTube are the ones that implement this. Point is, don't just rely on ad revenue. You can potentially make bank by following a proven system. Now, of course, this is an obvious case of easier said than done. You might be thinking, Matt, that sounds great, but I'm not an expert in anything and I don't want to get in front of a camera. And that's fine. You're not an expert, and that's why you're watching this video. But let me tell you something. We're living in 2025. And becoming good at stuff is a lot easier with AI. You want to think of yourself as an information DJ. Take all of the best points from 3 different videos in your niche and remix them into something better. That way, you're not going crazy thinking about what's going to be the next big topic and worrying about whether it'll work or not. You're simply taking ideas that have already been proven to work and just making new content out of them and making them more valuable because you're remixing all of the best content into a single piece of your own content. Let me break down the exact process I use. I use tools like TubeMagic to research video ideas that are already working, and then I use a script writing feature to write a script where I can put in context of other popular videos, and then it'll follow all of the best frameworks for the best hooks, the best ways to implement open loops, and the best strategies for keeping people on the video for the entire video. For the actual video creation, you can use stock footage, screen recordings if you're doing tutorial-based videos, that's a great way of doing educational style content, or even AI-generated visuals. I built a software, vid.ai, specifically for that. You can input your script that you just created, it does all of the work for you, and you get a complete video back. But the key is using AI as an assistant rather than a replacement. AI might help you script things faster and generate videos easier, but you are still the strategist behind your channel. Now, with making this video, I feel like I should let you in on a really big secret. One that separates the creators that are making hundreds per month from the ones that are making tens of thousands per month. Most people wait for the YouTube Partner Program to be monetized. They post videos first and then wait to get monetized later. That's completely backwards to how it should be. The The smart creators monetize from day one. I mean, obviously, if you could monetize from day one, why would you not do that? Well, you don't need 1,000 subscribers. You don't need 4,000 hours of watch time to potentially monetize your channel. That's the AdSense trap, and we're not here for that. From your very first video, you can promote affiliate products, you can sell digital products, you can offer consulting services. And I know people in my community who are making a lot who aren't even monetized with ad revenue yet because they monetize from day one. And the simplest way to increase your revenue per 1,000 views is to sell higher ticket items that have a higher margin on them. So instead of promoting a $10 product that you get 5 to 10% of like on the Amazon affiliate program, find a $500 digital product or a $50 monthly recurring digital product like a software or a school community or a course. And that way you can aim for $100+ per 1,000 views instead of just hoping for maybe $5 or $10 per 1,000 views. And the math is simple. If you get 10,000 views on a video and convert just 0.2% of them to a $500 product, that's $1,000 from one video. And that brings me to my final piece of advice. And this is the one that brought me from 30K a month to over 100K a month. And again, I can't guarantee you'll make that much, but once you have a profitable YouTube channel, do not just stop there. Start building an ecosystem of related channels that all feed each other. For example, if your main channel is about how to start a business online, you could create a second channel that goes over business success stories of famous business people. And this is an entertainment channel, but entertainment channels are fine as long as they're feeding traffic to an education channel. And then channel 3 could be, for example, software tutorials. And you could talk about related tools that your audience will likely need. All of these channels funnel viewers back to your money video on your primary channel. And this is exactly what I do right now. I have my personal channel, Make Money Matt, but I also run multiple different faceless channels in related niches that all support each other. But keep in mind, there's no get-rich-quick schemes. The key is to start with one education channel first, work hard on it, provide value, monetize, and then start expanding. You shouldn't start a business success story entertainment channel if you're struggling with the first education channel yourself. Think of YouTube just like you would think of any other business in the world. There's no point in opening 10 different restaurants if you don't have one restaurant operating good first. So there you have it. That's everything I've learned about YouTube automation in the past 10 years in just 10 minutes. Let me quickly go over it on a checklist to give you as much value as possible, starting with do education channels instead of just entertainment. Pick a problem-rich niche where people are willing to pay for solutions. Use the symbiotic system to funnel traffic from all of your other videos to your money video. Monetize from day one. Don't just rely on ad revenue, and scale with multiple different related channels that all support each other once you're profitable. Now, I know this might seem like a lot, but remember, I learned all of this over 10 years. You can take this video as your blueprint and start implementing it now. And if you want the exact scripts of exactly what to say, for example, in your money video, and you want a step-by-step system and community and guidance and even access to my content team, then check out the first link down in the description for my program, Tube Accelerator. You can book a call with my team. We can see if it's a right fit for you. And if you found this valuable, make sure to screenshot the key points from this video and check out this video right here, which goes over the niches to avoid right now in 2025 and which niches are absolutely crushing it for faceless channels right now. You'll get a ton of value from this video right here. Hope to see you there. My name is Matt Parr, and I'll see you there.